Welcome, everybody. And this is Reuben, my buddy. He lives in Austin, Texas, because he's tired of California and all the Democrats, is what he tells me.
Keep going. Go ahead.
I brought him up because I think that it's better for me to actually talk to him rather than I don't know. I can't do this by myself because we go back and forth all the time when we're on the phone. So this is much easier for me. It feels much more. What's that word I keep using? Transcending.
Well,
whatever.
Okay, so what I think it is that me and you have really good conversations, and we talk about all these subjects, and we have these really long, drawn-out conversations. And I think that having the conversations, like how we're doing it now, where we have it set up where we can just casually talk about whatever subjects you want to talk about, whether it's health, whatever it is. I think it's a little bit more fluid, right? I think fluid is the word we're looking for in terms of like us being able to just have a casual conversation and not go crazy with it being scripted, too strict. Like the whole point of this one is so that we can kind of express ourselves, but also too, this goes in line.
We didn't know.
Yeah, but this goes in line with like what you want to do, right? So this is your podcast or our podcast or whatever. But this is these are subjects you want to bring up, and we could talk about all this stuff that we kind of encounter day to day, right? Like you talked about your health, you talk about being a father, you talk about fucking having the best friend in the world in Reuben. Fucking congratulations, dude. Yeah.
I work at work.
So anyways, okay. So let's kind of jump into like this idea that I kind of shared this video with you where this lady was pretending to be a doctor and she was giving advice about testosterone, right? And you had a take on it.
Oh yeah, that fucking bitch.
I thought, it's a dangerous situation because the surface level of what she talked about, where she was talking about how testosterone injections could affect you, where there was like, she was totally off base, but like I mean, you talked about, because you know so much about this, and me and you go back and forth and we challenge each other on knowledge, that we fucking go deep with trying to figure out the truth. And that's
deep, no homo.
Yeah, no homo. I mean, fucking, puro fucking, but we go deep into figuring out what the truth is. And so because me and you go back and forth, because you have a lot of knowledge on how health works, because you've dug into this and you've lost weight, I lost weight, you kind of jumped off this whole kind of scenario between me and you kind of having the buddy system. I think that this lady, and you shared it on your stories. I saw you share her stories where it's like, hey, this is kind of horse crap. It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, because I use TRT and fucking it's helped me ramped up on, number one, it fucking boosted my energy like a motherfucker. So I was at a point where I remember fucking going to the doctor. So I went to the doctor and I asked him, is there something wrong? I still feel tired. I'm going to the gym, so exercising. And my general doctor was like, oh, maybe it's what you're eating and whatnot, whatever, okay? Yeah, it could have been what I was eating too. But I was eating a lot of protein and I was working out and I was thinking like, whoa, that shit fucking boosts me, right?
Yeah.
But not knowing that this is like a fucking ongoing problem even now, like with younger kids, because they're so fucking soft, right? And it's just because it's bad parenting, I guess you can fucking call whatever you want to call it. But it's just, they're soft, they don't go outside and play, they don't want to get hurt, they don't want to do sports, they don't want to do anything. And that has caused them their testosterone to drop. So going back to what I'm saying is that I didn't know my testosterone dropped just by living a sedentary life. Right? I wasn't exercising for a long time. I wasn't doing so much shit for a long time. I was just like, whatever.
That's a good point.
And
it's a good point.
Yeah, and maybe it could have taken, if I would have just kept fucking going to the gym. I mean, I'm still going to the gym now, but I'm saying that maybe if I would have not used testosterone at all and I said, I'm going to just keep going to the gym, see if it changes sooner or later, I'm sure little by little it would have climbed, right? But to what degree, I don't know. So I went to a separate doctor. And I had to take my blood work to check my testosterone level because I started reading shit that maybe it could be your testosterone. Like, how do you boost your testosterone naturally? Yeah. And it was giving me all these, free, I'm not free, but like at least remedies or ways I can do it with my eating and everything else. I'm still finding a fucking cold. And when that happened, I tried it for a bit and I still felt the same. So when the doctor took my blood work and he took my testosterone, I was below normal. Mm-hmm. I was like at 400 or like I don't remember what my free testosterone was at, somewhere like between 350 and 400. And I was like, holy fuck, is that bad? And he was like, yeah, that's fucking bad. And so he ended up telling me, we're going to boost your testosterone. We're going to start with pills. And he says, in 3 weeks, you're going to feel a huge difference. Like the boost is just going to come. And I said, okay, cool. So I did it through Horn Health. Fucking paying $200 a month. And I figured, fuck it, it's worth it. If it's going to work, if not, fucking I'm out $200. Literally on the fucking third week, my energy level fucking through the roof. And then I was like, holy shit. And I did that for a while until the pills weren't as effective anymore. And I ended up getting out on the testosterone shot. And from there on, I took a certain amount. I still take it now. And it helps me. I'm telling you, like, I'm fucking active. I'm hungrier for sure. Like, I'm fucking hungry as fuck when you take testosterone. But, you know, regardless of what anybody thinks, the only way you'll lose weight is you have, te tienes que amarrar los huevos. You have to fucking just, you know, cut the food or, you know, the calories, or you can just go on a protein fat diet, basically like a carnivore diet, like a keto diet. Yeah. And you can eat more of something that burns. And I don't understand. I mean, that's a different subject as well, but I don't understand how that works. And I started doing it recently, and I noticed it. I've been on it for now a week, and I've noticed a huge difference.
Well, see, okay, so we got to touch on this thing with this lady. The reason why it's so dangerous with this lady is the fact that she said that if you're on testosterone but you're sedimentary, you don't do nothing, that you're going to hurt yourself. And she gave all these claims, right? Here's the fucking, okay, but here's the problem. You just explained it, that most people, and when I say most, let's go 99.999% of people, when you make the decision to get on testosterone, you're looking for a solution to change your life. So it also jumpstarts your energy level. So to find the people that get on testosterone and literally do nothing, those people don't exist. Those are NPCs that don't exist. Those are the control alt delete fucking nerds, because nobody gets on testosterone and doesn't fucking do nothing. See, that's the biggest, that's the rub that I have with this lady, because what does she do? She's like, oh yeah, you know, you could, you know, if you're on testosterone but you don't do nothing, it's going to do all this stuff for you. It's going to worsen everything. Who doesn't get moving? Now, here it is, right? This is the Ozempic people that think that if you think of what she's talking about, it's the parallel to the Ozempic people, where they just take a pill and they think it's going to solve everything. Testosterone is not like that. It also, like what you said, it just...
I think that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, it juiced your energy levels up. It juiced your levels energy up. So what does that do? You want to go do stuff. And not being sedentary is the work. It's the least thing that you're going to do. So show me the people that get on testosterone, that make a decision to pay for this and to do this and to not at least do a little bit of exercise. If you
I think your energy just even most people even get up just to go walking or wash their dishes, or whatever the fuck it is. But your energy levels go up. But
wait a minute. Wait. Wash your dishes as exercise?
Hey, some people are fucking lazy as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, they're fucking not washing their dishes, and they can't reach their ass, and they haven't because it's too much of a fucking chore to wipe the caca.
Hey, pretend this is another person. Hey, my name is Johnny, and guess what? I was fat and I was overweight, and guess what? I got a testosterone, and I went to go wash some dishes, and now I'm fit again.
I lost weight on the washing dishes diet.
That's gonna become a thing.
Scrubbing the soap saved my life.
Now I have soft fingers and a thin waistline. Yes,
but it's true. Like if you take a testosterone shot, okay. If you take any type of testosterone, not the fucking try to build it up where people tell you, take ashwagandha, whatever, how the fuck you say that, or do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all this shit, but like, they don't fucking push it. If you take a testosterone shot, it just fucking, that's an instant boost. And you will get off your ass. You're not going to sit there. Number one, you're going to get off your ass because you're going to have more energy. Maybe you want to make that sandwich and you didn't want to make it before, but when you took the testosterone shot, now you're going to get up and make the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? It just gives you energy to do something for yourself. Yeah. So there's no way that does anything bad. Plus, you combine taking the testosterone shot with working out and eating correctly, and then you fucking start losing weight and you start building muscle and fucking shit gets in order. But to say, oh, if you're diabetic, you take testosterone, it's going to fuck you over. When she said that, I said, fuck you. because that's not true. You're lying to people to put them on your program, because I told you that when you look at her profile,
she's selling something.
Help you with a ketogenic diet.
Yeah.
And yes, a ketogenic diet will work, and so will a carnivore diet. It will boost your testosterone, but it'll take a shit ton of time. So with testosterone, if you want to take the shot, it's an instant thing. You get what I'm saying?
So look at so I also commented on X about this thing, right, where somebody was talking about, well, if you eat right or you do this and that. No, it's 4 things. You got to get sunlight, sleep, exercise, and clean up your diet. If you do all those 4 things, if you just do 3 of the 4, guess what happens? Something bad, it's not going to be as effective. If you do all those 4 things, sleep, sunlight, exercise, and in whatever levels, if you are conscious about that, what she's saying is what people don't do. That's the point of it, right? It's a false narrative. There's no studies of people taking testosterone and being sedimentary and just fucking sitting there on the couch potato. There's none of that people do that. See, because she doesn't understand the effects of diabetes, testosterone. You just explained it, that it jumpstarts that the point is to jumpstart your energy. And if it does, you're going to go do stuff. You're going to go take a walk. Nobody's saying, and then see, that's another thing too. It's like, oh, I'm not going to go run marathons, go do this and that. No, if you just do a little more exercise than you did before, that's going to change the dynamic of your body chemistry.
Yeah. And it's a good thing you brought that up too, because most people think that you have, you jump into exercise, somebody says like, oh, how do you do it? How do you get motivated? And it doesn't start with, oh, I went to the gym and I fucking did all these workouts and I was there for fucking 5 hours. Yeah. And that's the first thing people think, is that you're just going to fucking get up one day, get motivated, and fucking do all this shit and be fucking Rocky. You know what I mean? And just climb the fucking stairs and do all this shit. But that's not how it works. When you start working out, there's certain things you don't know how to do or how to start. But honestly, it's considered honestly, the easiest thing you can do is fucking move. So I would start everybody start with fucking walking. And then once you start walking, you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups. For anybody that rejects that, anybody, because there's so many people that reject the fact of doing push-ups, doing your own weight squats, anything that has to do like in a form that without the weight. And they're like, yeah, but I'd rather go to the gym. You don't want to lose weight, bro. You don't want to get stronger. Because
you're right.
You're making the excuses. You can make every fucking excuse. I started off at home, and me and the kids started off doing push-ups, and we were doing, we downloaded this fucking program, the one that fucking Thor has. What's his name? Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. That fucking aerobics program that he has.
Biometrics and all that other shit. Yeah, all that shit.
No, he used to have an app. The app was...
I'm rich.
Like you do like 40 minutes of an exercise, and it was me and the boys, and I have video in the fucking past that we did it.
Hey, wait a minute. His app is called I'm Thor? His app is called I'm Better Than Everybody?
For the All-Father?
His app is called It Sucks You Don't Look Like Me? What?
Yeah. But his app was like, fuck, I don't remember what the fuck the name of it was, but it was like an aerobics program that you get on, and you just gotta move. That's all it is, right? And it's not easy. And most people think that you have to do everything precisely, perfectly the way they're doing it in the video. And no, you're gonna get tired. You can't even keep up most of the time, and it's okay. You move. The next day, you'll move a little more, and every single day, you'll fucking accumulate that. You'll get to that level where you can do the whole fucking thing without a problem. And then you challenge yourself, and you're like, well, this is too easy now. And now you switch it up. It's the same thing with weightlifting. It's the same thing with walking. So, but it's just like, do something.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. 2 days ago, I did 11.4 miles. Yesterday, I did 9 miles. You know what I did today? I did 6.8 miles, and I walked almost the whole thing. I just walked it because guess what? I need to recover, right? I have to think about what I'm doing, right? I have to, you want to try to exercise as much as you can within the time frame you have and try to be injury free, because injuries set you back all the time. People get injured all the time at the gym. And so the thing is, you do what you can. Did I like walking today? Like, I didn't even try to push myself. I just wanted to get these steps in. My feet were killing me because I just did 21 miles in 2 days. I basically did like a marathon in 3 days. Guess what? I probably got to take a day off, and that's knowing your body, but that's moving. Did I accomplish something today? Yeah, I think I did. And all I did was walk. I walked slow today too. I was on the phone most of the time.
But what you eat is extremely important too, right? Especially for post or pre, because most people will say like, oh, I have to eat a banana and I have to like all this sugary stuff.
Yeah.
Not realizing like you can use it. Okay, I'm not saying you can't take it, right? Because most people when they go to the gym, if you go fucking hard, only if you go hard, like an hour and a half, 2 hours hard, then you can have like that Rice Krispies treat because that's literally an instant energy boost, right? It's like taking caffeine because you'll burn it out at the gym for sure.
Right.
But the problem is that most people don't go that hard. So
That's
you're
true.
taking in all these carbs, and now a lot of them have to get burned out over time with helping the insulin fucking store that shit into your muscles or do something with it.
Yep.
And while your insulin is spiked, you're not burning fat. And most people don't realize that. It took me a while to understand that, or really, a lot of the shit obviously I didn't fucking know. You know, like I get very curious on why this, and why not, and whatever. So when I understood why most people do a high protein, high fat diet on low carb, it's because you're not spiking your insulin level the majority of the time, so you're burning fat that whole time.
Yeah.
And somebody would always tell me like carbs aren't bad. You don't have to go low carb to lose weight. You just calories in, calories out, which is true. But the problem is that when you do calories in, calories out, you're still not getting rid of the health problem if you have one, which I do. So most people that don't have a health problem, cool. You don't have to do it. You can do calories in, calories out, and that's how anything you eat is always like that, right?
Well, also too,
the most effective. Fat burning.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the most effective workout programs, whatever you do, whether it's at the gym or cardio, is to not be on any medications. Right? That's the ultimate goal. Yeah. If you can be medication free, and we're talking blood pressure, diabetes, any of those things. If you have to,
anything.
If you have to be on any of those things, that's whatever it is. Right? I'm saying is, if you have a health program that you're doing and you're successful with, but you still have to stay on those pills, maybe you need to adjust it so you can get yourself off of those pills. Not to say that it's not going to help you, but what I'm saying is you should try to have your body be able to work on its own, right? Take some vitamins. That's different. Taking vitamins is different, right? That's another thing. But eating healthy, exercising, however you exercise, when you go to the gym, whatever it is. But I think that this is a great point that you talked about. I mean, you know, this is like bro science meets Mexican science because we're Hispanic meets fucking, you know, our childhood fucking non-education about how to eat healthy. Yeah. And so...
And relative about the vitamins too, a lot of people don't take vitamins because over time they've heard like vitamins don't work, vitamins don't do anything to you. They're just useless, blah, 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 whatever. But it's not true. And I feel like that's more been pushed by people that want you to stay on medication. Because, you know, a doctor recommends vitamins, right? Yeah. But when I started taking vitamins, I noticed a huge difference on that as well.
Yeah, me and you fucking talk about this shit all the time about, you know, what vitamins to take. And then you even talked about them being expensive. Yeah, they're expensive, but what's the alternative? You be in a wheelchair, and your foot's gone.
Most people don't realize like a lot of people are vitamin D deficient, and that's because they don't go outside, right? Because vitamin D is free; you get it straight from the sun.
I wish you know what I wish. I wish me and you had a picture of our complexion and faces from like 6 years ago. I wish me and you had. You can see the difference in our faces. You can see it.
Yeah, remember when we first started talking again, and you saw me and you said that I looked like a fucking skeleton because I was down?
Yeah, I was like, fucking, hey, R.I.P., fucking, hey, I'll go to your funeral, dude. Yeah. Hey, I'll buy you some flowers. Yeah, I was like, it may be over for my compa right here, for my fucking buddy. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, 6 years ago, we looked different in terms of our complexion. And what I mean by that, if you look at your face, if you look at your skin, if you look at the way you look, we look different. I was a little bit fatter, but I feel healthier. My eyes feel like it is. There's a difference between me and you, and it's not even about losing weight. I've lost weight, you lost weight, or you've gained a little bit of weight because you were super skinny back then. But just being unhealthy to a certain, whether it's the mind, the body, the spirit, all that good shit, right? And so sometimes you could just feel your energy being different, where you don't have to lose the weight, but if you have healthy muscle on you, if you have a low body fat percentage, if you have low carb intake where you have proper levels and you're getting some exercise and you're replenishing. So in other words, you start, remember me, I just had a conversation where I said, damn, I walked all these miles and I'm losing my nutrients. I can feel it. So I increase some of my intake in protein and some of my vitamins. and it's helped a lot.
Yeah,
so
changing my diet, as I noticed too, like a lot of, obviously, it's a big difference. Like, I lost weight and I didn't know about building muscle or you eat so much protein, but because I used to believe a lot of what they used to say, right? You can't eat so much protein, you can't eat red meat, blah, blah, blah. So I used to limit myself to a lot of that stuff. But now, like, when I started, like, after you saw me, I started eating more protein and whatever else, because I started studying on, on certain things, and I said, okay, well, I should do this. And I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but, now, like, it's fully understanding, like, how, if you understand what everything does to your body, like everything that you eat, and why, like, they tell you don't eat processed food, you understand it. And processed food is something that everybody has, right? Because we all go to McDonald's, we all do that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that, oh yeah, I'm never going to eat processed food again. I know I am. And but the thing is, I have to limit myself to it, because I don't want to go back to feeling like shit. I don't want to go back to fucking the feeling weak, or, whatever problem comes with it. So the majority of my fucking eating has to be whole foods. And now that I understand why your body has problem processing foods like that are, like McDonald's, everything else, rather, like eating whole foods, it makes a huge difference to me. Again, it's not that I'm going to give any up, but there's ways to lose weight eating processed foods, but it's not healthy still, because you won't get rid of the main problem. You'll lose the weight for sure. Anybody calories in, calories out, you'll lose the weight no matter what you eat. But if you have a health problem, diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, you can't get rid of it with the processed foods. You have to literally go back to base, go back to whole foods, so that your body can get all that shit out of the way and stop fucking trying to break down so much shit at once and just stick to a few of them. You know what I mean? Like,
well, how about this? How about this, dude? You want to trigger people right now, dude? Like, you want to trigger people? I'm Hispanic, and I don't eat tortillas, burritos, or tamales. Oh my God, everybody's triggered. Everybody's be like, this fucker's crazy. Yeah, I get it. That's just my choice. You can still eat those things. Yeah. That's just what I've chosen not to eat as Hispanic. I might have to give up my Mexican card. I'm going to have to turn into Irish or some shit like that and just eat potatoes.
That's the whole thing. I mean, obviously, that's how everybody gets fucking, baked. But it's crazy because even shit that videos that I make or shit that I cook, and it's like, you didn't put tapatio? You didn't put this? And it's like, bro, if you want tapatio, fucking make it and fucking put the whole bottle in there. You know what I mean? You want fucking cum on your shit? You fucking cum that shit on. Whatever you want. But me, I know what the fuck I want on there. And this is what I want. This is what I'm craving. This is what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
And that's what I told you. Like, right now, it's obviously I cut the processed foods, and I'm literally just cooking at home. And I'm going to do that for 90 days. And that's hard because I'm just going on an extremely low carb diet, and I'm trying to change, I'm trying to get rid of diabetes, and this is a fucking huge challenge for me. But I know I can do it. But I do it. Every now and then I'll crave like a burger. I'll crave some fries and all that. And so I just got to stay away with it. Right now I'm going to stay away from the carbs so that number one, my glucose gets under control. Number two, whatever damage has been caused by my spikes of my sugar being up and coming back down with insulin, that has to get all fucking fixed too. And that's all recovery. And that's going to take a couple of months as well. That's why I said 90 days, because if I do this for 30 days, in 30 days my body's not completely healed and there's still a lot of damage in there. But in 90 days, there's a huge difference.
Well, look at that. That's another fucking great point that you just talked about, is really, you're not going to see really results or really changes. It takes a long time, dude. It takes a long time to really start experiencing different changes, from mood changes, for better sleep, from fucking results of exercise. I mean, and me and you talk about this fucking all the time, dude, where it's like, just because I start taking vitamins for a week, see, it doesn't do nothing. Fucking, come on.
You know what it is? Those are people like holding on to what they can talk shit about it as soon as they take it, right?
Well, no. What it is
they're holding on to the negativity.
Yeah, what I think it is they don't want to change, but they feel that they have to change because whatever's happening is not working. So what I think is happening, but the thing is too, it's like, you're not going to see vitamins be like, oh, like all of a sudden I'm fucking going gold again. You don't see that, right? You don't see like, oh, I took this vitamin, I took my iron pills, and guess what? My fucking ears don't have wax no more. No, it doesn't fucking work that way. You literally have to exercise and you have to measure how your sleep is doing. So like if you're not paying attention to your body, you're kind of in a bad spot already, right? So like and what I mean by that is like you got to pay attention to yourself
all the time. Cool.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I'm eating healthy, but it's not working. Well, maybe you got to look at your recovery, right? Like like me and you talked about my recovery time when I was walking. You know, I did 14 days of walking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 miles a day. Every day I did it, and I was so sore and everything. That was a great example. Everybody doesn't have to go that extreme, but if you walk 1 mile a day, just one mile a day, you're gonna know what it feels like to be sore if you've never done it before.
Right? It's crazy that people don't like to walk.
Bro, it's so easy, bro. I mean, look it. I could talk to you. Okay, look it. I talked to you and my other friend today while I was walking, and you can hear me huffing and puffing. But guess what? I got out there. I got my steps in. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. It matters that you're moving and you're trying. That's all that matters. People think you have to like go crazy. No, you just have to try.
Well, the reason I mentioned that it's crazy that people fucking complain is because people complain about walking. They're like, I have to walk 2 blocks. And then they do the 2 blocks and they're like, oh, see, my fucking legs hurt. And I was like, bro, if you did this more consistently, your legs would have fucking hurt like that. But the fact that you don't want to do it at all, you'll never build up to it. And all you need to do is complain about the pain, that you barely move, that I have to use the restroom.
Well, how about this?
Take a shit and I have to leave this couch.
Well, look at this, dude. There's this guy named Massive a Man. He's a rapper. He's 6'7", big old giant fucking dude, 650 pounds. 650 pounds. And he's like, I gotta do something about this. And he has his friend, and his friend's living with him. And he's like, I'm not gonna give him food. So what did he do? He fucking made the cardinal mistake. He's like, I'm just gonna take these protein shakes, blah, blah, blah. No daily vitamins, no iron, no potassium. Like so his vitamin shit's all fucked up, right? So he's taking the protein shakes, nothing against that, and that could have worked. But he's like, so he went and got blood work from his doctor, and his doctor's like, you're iron deficient, you're this, and this and that. Didn't your fucking, me and you could have fucking gave this guy better advice, right? So I wrote this big old message, right? Here it is, right? But this is the quality of it, right? And I'm not patting myself on the shoulder. I'm saying, I wrote him a big old message. I'm like, this is what I do. You don't have to do it, but this is how I have lost weight from almost 500 pounds to 350 and blah, 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 blah. And I outlined all this bullshit that I do, where I don't eat bread, cheese, pasta. I don't do this. I go walking. I go this. Like, I fucking wrote him like a goddamn fucking novel. And at the end, I said,
you did right there. You mentioned the bread, cheese, and pasta.
He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out.
Everybody wants to lose weight on the McDonald's diet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's out. He's out. He's out. The minute that I say I don't eat tamales and tacos, if I say that to a Mexican person, you know what they tell me? Estás loco, güey. Eres pendejo que no mames, güey. You're not gonna eat no fried you're not gonna eat fried rice? No haces fried rice, pendejo? Spanish rice? Yeah. Oh, fuck it, dude. I'm like the devil, bro. If I went to church, in Catholic church, they burned me.
But you know what? I thought about that too. Like I was thinking about how when people tell you that, like, oh, you're not gonna eat that, bro. Like, come on, or whatever else.
No manches, way.
What's crazy is that what they want you to do is they want you to be part of their addiction, so they're not alone. That's exactly what it is. They want you to be part of the fucking team because they're addicted to it. You need to be addicted to it, and they're not willing to change for it. So you shouldn't be willing to change for it. So it makes you look crazy, and people stop. It's crazy. Some people even stop talking to you, or they stop fucking sharing like certain things with you, or talking about certain foods, and it's mostly because you're eating different than they are. Than they are, and they look at you differently too. Like, oh, you think you're better than me because you're eating, and it's like, bro, why can't I eat what I want? Why does my life have to be part of your life? Meaning, like, in that sense, right? Why is it what I do for myself have to affect you? Like, I have to sleep with you too, or what? So you can watch me? Like, those are the kind of things. And you think about it, because that's pretty much what it sounds like. They're so mad at you because you're not fucking them, because you're not doing what they're doing, and so they're all pissed off at you.
I can see this right now. Eliseo, stop moving, eh? We're trying to go to bed right here, eh? Watching you, eh?
Yeah, that's what it is, though. It's like they want you to be part of everything that they do, and if you don't do it, then you're fucking up, because that's the way it's supposed to be done. And it's the mentality that everybody gets brought up with, like me and you, where we're not taught what to eat. We're not taught what to eat correctly. We're just taught we should eat, and if you don't eat enough, you're unhealthy. If you're not gordito, you're unhealthy. You know what I mean? You need meat on your bones.
You're too flaco. I mean, I never said that to me, but I've heard people say it to other people that are too skinny. No, eres muy flaco, pues. No comes o qué?
Well, that's the thing. Look, it's crazy that they tell you that. Look, they tell you if you eat enough, you're not healthy. If you're not fat, you're not healthy, right? But then you look at somebody that has muscles and everything else, and like, damn, you look healthy as fuck. How in the fuck are you saying that person's healthy while you're telling me to be fucking fat to be healthy?
Well, this goes to my next argument. This goes to my next argument. How in the fuck are you a bodybuilder? Not you. How is a person a bodybuilder and they fucking live with diabetes? I don't know that that's right. I get it that it happens. I respect. Yeah. You're working on your body. But you should not, if you have an exercise regimen where you're going to the gym consistently, you care about your health, you should not have fucking diabetes. You should be able to...
Okay, because I know we had this conversation before, and I thought about that too, because that guy was a type 1, right? There's a guy that told you he's a type 1 diabetic, and he fucking ripped as fuck, and he's black as fucking, he goes to the gym, and he works out, and he looks great, fucking looks great, but he has to take his insulin while he's at the gym. And I'm thinking, like, damn, that's crazy that your sugar spikes or whatever while you're doing all this stuff. And that could be either like a stress thing or whatever too while he's there. But I wonder what he's eating, because also, maybe he's eating stuff that he's not supposed to, and that could be why he hasn't, fixed that problem.
Yeah, and also too, he's probably taking steroids, so that fucks up the whole equation, right? We don't know what kind of steroids.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, he's probably fucking he's probably giving himself
he's taking steroids, it will spike his sugar, and he was bigger than normal, than natural. So I was like, that could be another effect too. So I would think about that too. That's crazy that you can be that built and still have diabetes, but depends what he's doing to himself as well. Like, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, no, 100%. And obviously we don't know the whole story, but for him to be an advocate saying, I'm injecting myself in the gym because I have diabetes. I don't know, man. I don't know. That shit got suspect written all over it, because guess what? We ghetto as fuck, right? We grew up in the hood. It's like I was talking to a comedian friend of ours who got fucking bamboozled buying a car. And I was like, well, what happened to your fucking ghetto car, dude? Didn't you grow up in LA, dude? Don't you know scams? Don't you fucking know logic? And he's like, yeah, they got me. I was like, you're gonna have to give up your fucking your hood card. You don't know about La Pacifica? You don't know about you don't know about the hookups? You don't know about all that shit? And he's like, yeah, you're right. And we had this conversation yesterday, 2 days ago. And he's like, yeah, you're right, huh? I go, yeah, bro, come on, bro, get out of here with this. You didn't know that fucking was a scam? I mean, it's the same thing with Mexican science for nutrition is fucking nuts, because nobody says, like, it's like, for example, like, I like going to the Mexican markets, right? I like going to Mexican markets. I try to support the Hispanic community, even in Austin here. And I like going there because you got the chicharron, you got the little, you got the señoras, right? They're on there, right? They're on there walking around, right? I'm like, they're single, right? Domingo, hey. But when you look at the food choices, there's healthy food choices in there. You can eat good, and I buy food in there, and there's food, and it's totally affordable if you know what you're looking for. But if you don't know what you're looking for, guess what? You're never going to solve this equation, and you're just going to give up. Well, you're going to okay, so here it is, right? You give up because you don't think there's a solution, so you just accept the pills. You say, hey, I can't figure it out. I'm not smart enough, so guess what I'm going to do? Just accept the pills. I'm going to eat what I want to eat and accept the pills. I'm going to eat fried everything, and I'm going to accept the pills. I'm not going to exercise. I'm going to accept the pills. Oh, I got cholesterol? Give me some pills.
Here's one thing that gets to me is the people that are not willing to change, and they're like, oh, no, because this is another thing that I hear too. I'm not going to do that. I have to give up that. No, I'm not going to do that. Then stop fucking complaining.
Yeah.
Just stop fucking complaining, because you're not willing to change, but you're okay complaining. Like,
well, that's why I say
change, or just suck it up. Accept that this is how it's gonna be. Accept that you're gonna fucking die from doing this, and stop fucking complaining.
Well, because then this is what happens. 2 things happen. One, if you're single and you have no kids, you're gonna be in a wheelchair and nobody's gonna be able to push you around. So you're gonna fucking caca in your pants all the time, and you can't even clean up your own self because your body's gonna disintegrate. Or you're going to go into medical bankruptcy because you're going to get put in a home. So you're going to go broke. All this money and everything you made and everything's going to be for nothing. Number 2, your kids. Number two, I don't know. Number 2, your kids are going to have to take care of you when you could have done something about it, where now you could be 75 years old and still walking around doing jumping jacks and burpees.
Yep.
Versus you say, no puedo caminar, I'm going to sit in my chair all day. And you're like a fucking vegetable. You literally are just a mouth breather at that point. So the choice is yours. If you don't want to make a little bit of change in your life to have a happier life down the road, me and you are in our 40s, in our late 40s right now, right? And so I see the writing on the wall. I see, like, I don't want to be a broke down grandpa. I don't want to be like, yeah, I remember Reuben, he was cool, he died at 50 because he didn't want to stop eating fucking cheeseburgers at fucking Tommy's, double chili cheeseburger with double chili cheese fries. So good, magnifique. Yeah, like, magnifique. Yeah. Look at double chili cheeseburger. Wait a minute. The best part about the double chili cheeseburger is the pickles in there.
I used to get I got Tommy to get the double fucking.
We're so fat.
Cheeseburger.
Hey, we're so fat, it's unreal.
Yeah, you get the double chili cheeseburger, and then it's already big as it is, and it's fucking sloppy as fuck. I don't give a fuck how sloppy it is, and I hate it when people are like,
it's so sloppy.
It up so they need to get all over them. Like, fuck that. You fucking dig into that shit like a fucking puerco.
Hey, this is how I eat the look.
It's all over, bro. I find it.
It's on my fucking head. Hey, the burger lands here somehow, and I'm pulling it from my hair.
But here's the problem. The problem is that most people eat it. They think that I have to be clean. What is the person next to? Fuck what the person next to you thinks. That's your fucking meal. So I don't give a fuck anymore, and I just eat that shit. But I haven't had one in fucking years. But when you eat it, in a year, sorry. When you eat it, you fucking open it up and you put the chili cheese fries in there. So now you got even more chili and cheese, and then you close it up and then you eat it. They also have a chili cheese tamal there. They have a chili cheese fucking breakfast burrito. They have a chili cheese fucking hot dog. So yeah, Tommy's is the shit, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Okay, so this is a great question, right? If you're on a weight loss journey and you're getting healthy and you're doing it, right? What would be the good frequency to have that? So in other words, okay, let's say you're losing weight, you're exercising. Okay, wait. Hold, let me finish. You're already close. You're within 30 pounds of your ideal weight. 30 pounds, which is shooting distance, right? Which is you can go on a fast for 21 days and there you go.
And how long have you been doing this for?
Getting healthy for 2 years, 3 years.
No. Okay, like you're 30. You said you're 30 pounds from your goal.
Yeah.
But
you've been on your journey. You've been on your journey for 4 years. You've been on your journey for 4 years.
So you've been losing weight the entire time.
Yeah, 5-10 pounds a month, 4 pounds. Right. Not radical, not extreme, because you know how that shit. You know how the extreme shit. It just goes back up, right? Because that, because that was my belief. I gotta lose 100 pounds in a week, and then fucking you gain 100 pounds in a week because all you do is fucking eat because you can't control yourself. So the question is, you're on a 4-year weight loss journey. You're 30 pounds within your fighting weight, so to say, right? Your fucking smashing weight, huh?
Because gay people burn calories differently.
Yeah, you're gay. No. Okay, we're gonna take that equation, right? Right. So the question, the basic question is, what do you think is the frequency to go nuts like that? Steak? Yeah, a gay steak, like Theo Von said. Okay, so hold on. So what would you, for you? This is for you. I'm not saying everybody else. I would say, okay, for me, I'm gonna tell you, for me, every 6 months I can have one of those fucking psychopathic, super good, almost orgasmic fucking burger and chili cheese fries combination. What would you say for you, for Eliseo, Chavez Jr., how would you think, what would your frequency, if you were going to have one of those meals, how often would you have that in a year? How many times in a year?
Okay, so it always depends on how extreme, I guess how your diet is, right? This is my point of view. If you're burning, let's say 2 pounds a week, and that's what you're losing on a consistent basis, right? So about 8 to 10 pounds a month is what you're losing, which is completely healthy.
Right.
And you say, I've been doing it for a month, and I can fucking go get a cheeseburger or get this meal, whatever. I would say do it as long as you stay under your calorie deficit, right? That's how I would handle it.
Okay.
And I think that's the best way to handle it. Or if you're going to go, at least go to maintenance. Right, so if your maintenance is fucking 3,000, at least hit 3,000, but don't go past that.
So every week? What are you talking about? Every week you could do it?
No.
Okay, so how often?
Once a month, because now there also comes the discipline of it. If you're doing this once a week, you're gonna find yourself breaking your fucking diet or your journey a lot quicker. and you're going to do it consistently. You're going to say, "Oh, I'll start again tomorrow." When you should be starting at that moment.
So once a month.
I'll start again tomorrow should never be, "I'll start again tomorrow." It should be at that moment when you start, not tomorrow, because it's not, your body doesn't view as, "We'll reset tomorrow." That's your mind that's doing that.
Yeah.
The reality, it starts right there and then at that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you keep going from there, you're good. So like, if you're gonna do like a fucking extreme chili cheeseburger, avocado fucking bacon cheeseburger, fucking pupusas, pizza, fucking chili cheese fucking bowl, some Indian food. I'm hungry right now, so I'm thinking about all these fucking meals. But anyways, if you're going to do any of those fucking meals once a month to reward yourself for doing it for a whole entire month, only one day, you do it for a whole entire month. And that can be literally something that you even make room for that day. If you still want to stay within your calorie deficit or you want to stay in your weight loss journey, you just make room for it. So in the morning, you have a smaller meal than you regularly do, and then you plan your lunch for that big ass meal. And then you fucking make sure you take it easy for dinner.
So okay. So but see, you're making it all complicated. The answer is for you once a month. For me, once every 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And
for me, once
a month. So all I'm saying is this.
Even though right now I'm not doing it for 3 months.
Normally I
would do it for once a month.
Right. So the good observation with this to me is, for you once a month is okay. For me, once every 6 months is okay. You're not right and you're not wrong. I'm not right and I'm not wrong. But see, that's a good idea to have. Having the idea that, hey, let's limit this, or hey, let's not go do crazy because you can't do once a week. I agree. Once a week, even if you're exercising like crazy, and we used to do once a week. I don't know if you do. I do it twice a week. I didn't give a fuck.
Because I was thinking, as long as I do it, but you have to get to know yourself. So like the reason, like, most people don't question what they can handle or what they can't handle when they go on a diet. I think that's one of the biggest issues.
Yeah.
Because you don't test your limits, you don't see if this is good for you, if that's bad for you. And so you'll hear people saying like, "Oh, don't cheat on your meal. Oh, that's bad, blah, blah, blah." But if you don't do it, that's telling you they're cheating on their meal because something went wrong on what they're doing, right? You were so hungry, you said, "Fuck." And some people don't have the mentality to hold themselves back, which is, it's not a big issue. But it is an issue when you're trying to stick to a diet. So that means you got to make sure that your diet's working for you. And it's not about doing salads. Most people think, I got to cut everything out to lose weight. No, it's about limiting yourself, seeing what your calorie deficit should be based on, the calculation that you checked on somewhere online, and sticking to it. And then realizing that, can I break my diet once a week?
Well, how about this?
If I do it?
Yeah. Well, how about this? How about this? Establish your protein levels that you need to consume, and never bend on that. Right, that's another thing too.
Well, that too, yeah. It always stick to your protein levels, even when you're fucking breaking your diet. Stick to it. But when I say things like you have to get to know yourself, is the fact. Is the way I see as a fact that if you don't understand what you can handle, you're gonna always binge, break, do whatever it is to break your diet. And what I mean by that is, if you know that once a week is gonna lead to twice a week, to 3 times a week. But you know that if you do it once a month, it's not going to be that bad because you'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool. If I restrict myself and I plan to do it once a month, then that's my threshold. It's once a month, because otherwise, if I do it anything closer, I know I'm going to keep cheating till the whole entire month. If I stretch that out, or like you said 6 months, because you even told me yourself that you have an addictive behavior, right? Yeah. So like if you get something, "Oh shit, I gotta get this all the time now," and that's a problem because you can't keep eating that. So
fucking 100%.
You yourself set the limit to yourself. You said every 6 months. Somebody will tell you don't got to do it every 6 months, and it's like, it's not your choice. It's not that person's choice. It's your choice, right? So how you set yourself, you did it because you know yourself, and that's how everybody should do it, based on what they know they will do and how they'll treat the diet and how they'll treat that cheat meal or whatever you want to call it. That's how you should base when you should break your fucking your diet and have that meal for that one day or whatever you're gonna do, and then continue on. Otherwise,
so it's like this. Look at my cheat meal, my fucking thing that I can't do all the time is eating fucking chicharron con carne, right? Like the fucking one that has beef in it, right? Yeah. So I bought it from one Mexican market, and that shit makes me sick. I can't eat it. Yeah. So I bought it from this other Mexican market, and I bought a little bit just to experiment to see if it was good. It was less greasy, But that's not a good. It's pork skin and fucking. It basically like it's pork, right? It's all pork, but they deep fry it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, I can't have that even every week anymore. Like I have to, like if I'm gonna have a little piece, it can't be like a pound of it. It has to be like a half a pound every other week. That's what I can do, and I love doing that. To me, it's a cheat meal, even though it's not.
Yeah.
But that's my little guilty pleasure. Everybody has their guilty pleasures, and you can't. I'm not saying you can avoid that. Like eating ice cream. I eat ice cream once every 6 months now. That's about it, right? Because I still crave it, right? But every 6 months, because every time I eat it, then my stomach gets all fucked up for a couple of weeks, if we're being honest, right? A week or so, my stomach. I think it takes a while for it to get back to normal.
Ryan said that about the ice cream, but I mean, this is the bring it just brought that up to my head. I guess the real answer to that is how quickly do you want to reach your goal? Whether your goal is losing 30 pounds, whether your goal is controlling your diabetes, controlling your blood pressure, how quickly do you want to get to that goal? Right. The more cheat meals you have, the longer that process will take.
Nobody ever talks about a goal of being off of all medications. You never hear that in the health community, because see, everybody says like, hey, it's like you, right? You're very close from your 6-pack weight. You're very close, right?
Yeah.
When these fitness advisors, these fitness people on the internet, what do? They tell people, oh, do this, like they give all this crazy advice, but there are different people for different levels of where you're at. If you got to lose, like the guy that I talked about, 650 pounds, I didn't try to sell him nothing. When I left him that big old fucking message at the end, I said, hey, you don't have to respond. You don't have to do nothing. You know, I'm not trying to be your friend. Like I put that on there. I was like, I'm just trying to pass on information. Whatever you do with it, if it helps you, fine. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm not trying to pretend to give you advice to be your friend. I just see you're super fatty like I was. And guess what? This is what I did that helped me. You can use pieces of it. You can read. I don't give a fuck. But see, that's.
I asked him if he wanted to see his dick.
I was gonna ask him, but he didn't respond to me. So there you go, right? So there you go. And then what happened? Yeah. And then what happened? The restraining order kicked in, and now I'm restricted, right? Fucking legal shit, right? And so yeah. He pinned the comment. He's gonna make a video about me. He says, "Look at this fucking loser." And then at the end, he said he wanted a hug. What the fuck is this? I left that part out. And so,
why don't you just hug him? No, what the fuck?
Just give me a hug. That's all I want is a hug. He said, what? Yeah. He's like, well, get out of here, weirdo. No, so anyways, so like that kind of advice, you have to, like, if you want to be somebody that has knowledge in this, you have to be able to sift through all the people trying to just sell you shit versus the people giving you some information, because people selling you stuff, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, you're trying to make $1, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be...
But trying to make a living. But don't lie to people to get that done.
Yes.
Don't search the truth or anything else. You know, like I don't sell anything like that's false. So like I sell a cookbook, which is recipes that I use and they help me lose weight, right?
Which by the way, everybody should buy. Yep. Do it.
Yeah. So and because it's basically high protein, low calorie meals, and they're just like Mexican meals that I grew up on. Something different than.
Well, you know what you're doing too is what it is too. You're not trying to trick anybody into fucking buying food or buying a pill that not necessarily is gonna. Yeah.
I mean, I hardly promote that book. I mean, I was doing it for once, putting on my stories. People want to get it, but if you want to get it or not, I mean, it's there. It's crazy because like I also do I put up a weightlifting thing if they want to help like get a regimen, because a lot of people are like, I don't know how to work out, and it's like it's right there, and it's like fucking I forgot how much I put it for, like $14, and it's a whole fucking breakdown on how to do exercise, like a split, a 3 split at the gym. And you also have one for them to do it at home. And I guess it's crazy because the reason I bring that up is that we talked about earlier how people say they want to lose weight and they want to feel better, but you tell them, oh, you got to do it. I'm not going to do that. And it's like that. I put a body home workout for people that don't want to go to the gym, because everybody tries to say, well, I don't want to feel, out of place. What's crazy is that most people don't realize this. And I guess you have to go to the gym. Everybody feels awkward going to the gym because it's in their head that they think they look stupid and they look fat and they look a certain way, and it's like, bro.
And guess what? Wait a minute. And guess what? You do, because you feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so guess what? Yeah.
But
who cares?
That's you. Yeah, but that's you thinking that. Your insecurity, you're trying to make it seem like everybody at the gym's looking at you, and they're not. Everybody at the gym.
No, they are. Wait a minute. Wait. Be honest. They are, because I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at everybody. No. When I go to the gym, I'm looking at everybody, all the guys, all the girls. I'm fucking looking at all of them, dude. Give me all the stares. Give me all the stares, dude.
They're looking at people because they're just looking around.
Hey,
it's not like I'm looking at you directly and be like, God, what is that fat guy doing here?
Hey.
What is that fat chick doing here? You don't see that way.
No, wait a minute. Hey, dude, does that guy got bigger muscles than me? He does, dude. Fuck him, dude. I hope he crashes his car. Guess what, dude? Dude, that guy, that guy, he got bigger quad muscles than me. Fuck him, dude. Because that's what people, look at, when you go to a public, but wait a minute. When you go to a public place, if you have the anxiety where you feel inadequate because you're out of shape, because you're fat, guess what, dude? Channel that energy and be like, hey, guess what? I'm a gordito. Guess what? If I get in shape, I can, I can roll up my sleeves and I could be like, look at my guns, putitas.
You know what's crazy about that? Is most people don't realize, like, you go to the gym and, maybe you don't know how to lift weights. Maybe you don't know what workouts to do, right? But you have YouTube. Like, the thing that anybody that says, I don't know what to do, we live in an information fucking highway.
Yeah, but wait a minute though, Eliseo. Everybody's looking at everybody at the gym, dude. Fucking, what are we talking about here, dude? Guess what, dude? If you're scared to go to the gym and you're not going to work out, don't go to the gym. Okay?
No, everybody's looking at everybody everywhere. This is what I'm trying to get to this point. Is that everybody's looking at everybody everywhere. If you go to eat somewhere, you don't go somewhere to go eat and be like, damn, what if I eat this incorrectly? What if I don't bite my burger? Somebody's going to fucking look at me and be like, that we shouldn't be eating burgers. It's the exact same thing when you go to
how about this? When we go to Tommy's and we tell the guy, give me 2 double chili cheeseburgers and 2 orders fries, you think the cashier's looking at you like,
what a fatty. He just wants to get paid.
You're almost dead. No, but he I got the stares before. I ordered so much food before fast food.
That's in your head.
Yeah, I got the stares. No, I got the stares because they're like, that's for 2 people or 5 people?
Yeah.
So lead the way. For here? You sure for here? Not to go for the church?
Yeah.
You sure? You sure it's not for here?
It's not for the kids?
Yeah, exactly. It's not for the football team? I was like, no, it's for me. They're like,
okay.
All right. You ate all the food. You ate all the food at the salad bar. You ate all the food at the salad bar.
Gym? If you're that big, you ain't going to a salad bar. You're just getting it to get a fucking piece of lettuce so that everybody thinks that you're eating healthy, and you buy some that shit. All these carbs.
So the shame at so everybody's staring at you.
Themselves. Everybody that goes to gym shames themselves. That's how it starts. You shame yourself, and then you get there, and you think everybody's looking at you and judging you and thinking that you shouldn't be there, or oh my god, what is he doing? And you realize people just stare at people. I stare at people at the gym all the time, just regularly, like chicks, the guys, and mostly the chicks. And then in my head I'm thinking like, okay, there's people here, but I'm not like looking at them being like, oh, they shouldn't be here. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that or whatever else. I'm in my head. So like most people, after you lift weights, you sit down and you're in your thoughts and you're just lost. You could be like this looking up at something, but you're not really looking at that person. You're just.
So what I do look at, okay. So you're right? Okay, so hold on here. When I go to the gym, I don't go to the gym very often because I like walking and doing exercise, and I have some weights at the house, right? So anyways, but here it is, right? When I go to the gym, I am staring at all the people, but I stare at them if they're working out. Maybe I'm fucking up my procedure, right? I look at people with kind of admiration, if I'm being honest with you, right? Even dudes, right? Like I'm looking at dudes like, oh damn, oh, you know what, that fool got in shape. Oh, you know what, that guy, he knows how to work out. Like,
I do the same thing.
Yeah. So I don't go to that place to judge people. It's kind of when I stare at the people. I do stare at the people, look at beautiful women, but stare at people in admiration because it's hard to like go to these places and get so like I don't like if I'm staring at somebody be like
yesterday when I was at the gym
you have to be nice
and he looks jacked and everything, right? And the first thing that pops in my head, I looked at him when I was working when I was resting during the workout, and in my head I'm thinking like, damn, I wonder how long it took him to get like that. That's the kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
you admire that.
Yeah.
Even women. There's some women you see that they're working out and they have these thick ass fucking legs. They're beautiful, yeah. But there's the thoughts sometimes go through like, oh, she's fine because she's a nice ass. But the other half of the thoughts are like, God damn, how long has she been working out? That
That's impressive. No, 100%. And I think, and I think if you have that mindset, I think it'll translate to you working out, and I think you'll worry less about it because you should never, people say you shouldn't compare yourself. Like I'm talking about men, right? Like say me and you go to the gym, right? And you're like, oh, Eliseo can bench press more. Yeah, I'm an admiration. That's cool, dude, because I know it takes a lot of work. So you just have to be, if you're friendly like that, I think that translates when you go to the gym and you stop thinking that everybody's thinking bad of you,
But I think it takes a while for a guy to not think about, hey, so what, he can lift more than you? So what, he's stronger than you? How do you feel? Do you feel better than you did yesterday? Do you look better than you did yesterday?
Well, yeah, it takes a healthy ego. That's a healthy ego. You gotta have a healthy ego.
Well, that's when people get hurt because they're trying to beat the other person rather than beat themselves. And so they're like, oh, I gotta prove that I'm stronger than this. I gotta prove that I can bench this or that I can do this. Somebody pulls. Somebody rips. And it's like, bro, why?
Cheeseburger time. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if I go to the gym and I pull a muscle, cheeseburger time. 100%. And I'll be honest with you. I pull a calf muscle, double chili cheeseburger time. Yeah. Hey, fuck. Hey, depression.
We're dying.
Yeah. Fucking big gulp, AM, PM, big gulp, 96 ouncer. A huevo. Depression right away.
I want a fucking icy. The only one I can have is from fucking 7-Eleven has a Coke Zero sometimes. They have an icy that's Coke Zero. So I'll have that. But I want the raspberry one, and I'm like, they only make a fucking Coke Zero one, really? You can't make everything else zero, like everything's sugar here.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like, and it's like, for example, on the walking path, right? Like it's a wilderness refuge walking path, and on one direction it's 4 miles, the other direction it's 4 miles, right? So many people that go on that path, whether they ride bikes or they're walking, they're way fitter than me. Like, and there's some people that are just as big as me, some people that are bigger than me. And I look at all these people, like, I'm not embarrassed to walk on the path because you do, and you try to be friendly and everything and be courteous. But like, I'm like, damn, okay, you know what? That took a lot to do. You know what? This person, like, these fucking bike riders, they're in shape, Jack. And they run in little packs and everything, and they're and now that I go there so much, they see me there, right? They're like, oh, what's up, right? There's this dude that has like this these two old men. These guys got to be in their 50s. These motherfuckers be hauling ass and they be speeding. Every time I see them, they're like, oh, what's up? And then they're probably thinking in their head, oh, look at Gordito, he's trying. And so guess what? Or they're saying fucking loser, right? Or they're probably saying fucking loser. But anyways, those guys.
They're going to snack at you.
Yeah. They're going to say, para Gordito, dale pues, dale, ¿quieres comer? Shit like that, right? But the point is that, like, yeah, I'm getting judged, right? And I get all that, right? And yeah, does it bother me? Deep down inside, of course, right? Because we're regular people. But I try to zone out. I try to focus on doing good.
You may or may not be getting judged because they can look at you and be
you're right too.
Admire you.
Yeah, you're right.
They can look at you and admire you and be like, damn, he's actually trying out here.
Yeah.
And if they see you all the time, they're gonna know like, oh shit, he's actually fucking trying to lose the weight. Yeah. Like, that's what you have to think about too.
Yeah,
and in our head, of course, we think like, oh, of course, I'm not as fit as you, Because I look at people at the gym too, and I know I'm not as fit as them. Yeah. But I tell myself, I have to remind myself, literally, like, I have to look at myself in the mirror again and say, but do you look better than you did when you were a fucking fat ass? Fuck yeah. So why am I fucking complaining? It's true.
100%.
We forget how we were before. I was so big before, and I remember like the struggle of getting in and out of my car or all that other shit. And I had told somebody, where the fuck, I don't remember where this fucking happened, where I said, oh yeah, I'm trying to see my abs. And they were like, but you really look good. It was this chick told me that. And I was like, bro, like, I don't see myself like that. Then I forget that. I forget that I look good the way I look. And I have to look in the mirror and be like, holy shit, you look way better because there was no muscle before and there is muscle now. It's still underfelt, but you can see it when I flex. You can see more muscle now.
Yeah, 100%.
But before it was extremely weak. I was weak. I couldn't lift a certain amount of weight. I couldn't squat a certain amount of weight. I couldn't carry the water bottles, the 5-gallon water bottles that you carry, the ones you have in your house. I remember I was struggling with just one. I can carry 4 of them at a time. Like, taking them into the house. Yeah. I can do 2 at a time. It's really light, but 4 of them is a challenge, but I can do 4 of them. And imagine that, going from struggling with just one
That's like when you go to the market and you buy groceries, you try to make it in one trip as much as you can. You have 72 bags on your arms and you're losing the blood circulation and you're falling over and you have fucking fragile items in the fucking bag, but you want to make it in one fucking trip. That's the funniest shit ever, dude. But
and
so.
The only thing you suffer with you carry those, I think you're sleep.
Let's wrap this up in a couple minutes here.
The only thing you struggle with the majority of the time is just because the handles aren't the greatest handles in some of those, so that just hurts it for a bit. But other than that, like the weight is not the actual problem.
Yeah.
So so that's like it's crazy to think how I was struggling with one before, huffing and puffing, to the fact that I can do 4 now. And I'll tell you how I can tell a huge difference. When I would carry 2 of those water bottles, the 5-gallon ones at each hand, I would be struggling so much and it would hurt that for some reason my lip would twitch like this when I was doing it, because I'm trying to like fucking hold the pain back from how heavy it is, and I'm trying to push myself.
I would fucking send $5 right now if your kids record that happening. If we had a video of that would be.
It was crazy. I was trying, I noticed that when something's weighing too heavy, my
put that on OnlyFans.
I was like, what the fuck? I was fucking. I looked like I was a mess for 5 seconds. So
you're trying to do like this.
And it was crazy because I was like.
Shit.
Why the fuck is it twitching only when I was carrying it?
That's so funny,
of course, it will go away.
That's so funny.
When I got to the point where I can carry it and I wasn't struggling, that's when I said, I've come a long way. And we don't realize that for a lot of us. Like, we lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and we look at ourselves and we still think like, oh, you're still like... And if we had a picture of us next to us, how we used to look when we were the fattest, or a whole model, or you looked in the mirror and there was a mirror that split you in half, and showed you how you were the fattest and how you are now, you would fucking be so proud of yourself.
Yeah.
But most people don't realize that. You have to look at yourself how you were before. Stop looking at other pictures. Stop looking at other things. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop listening to others compare themselves to you because they're like, I have bigger arms than you, or I'm stronger than you, or they tell you things like, you don't look like you worked out or in like this amount of time, or you haven't done this type of workout. And it's like, who cares?
Well, that's why having the attitude of admiration when you go to the gym or you go walking, wherever you go, you're exercising, you're going to be around other people that are going to see you exercise. If you have some admiration and respect for people, you're not going to think that everybody's doing it to you, because a lot of people do it to you where they like, oh man, you know what? I used to be heavy of that guy, and you know what? He's on the right track. So if you have that idea, maybe your experience at the gym will be less brutal, right? Where you're not feeling so judged. Maybe you just like, you know what? Maybe just be like, hey, give somebody a fucking thumbs up. Like those guys on the bike, when I see them, I never met those guys. They just give me a thumbs up. And I fucking love that because, you know, like, it's cool. They're like, oh yeah, he's doing it. And they fucking fly by me and they're like, thumbs up, fucking, there you go, fucking yo. And I'm like, perfect, dude. And I start, you know, and then, but it's the same thing like everything else. If you give some encouragement, maybe you'll get some back, and vice versa. And then like one dude, I was walking, he's like, give me the dap, and I fucking stretched it out for the dap, you know.
What? I can't hear you. Oh, and I can't have like sugar. Yeah. Yeah, well, what the fuck, man? You're supposed to be supporting me here. You're fucking putting me on the sugar tip again.
Negative influence. Yeah. You see that?
I'm gonna get a coffee, but I'm gonna get it with heavy cream because I'm gonna get a flat white from Starbucks, but I'm gonna put heavy cream in it. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That happens, right? I mean, sometimes people interrupt us while we're fucking doing shit, but life happens.
Life happens. All right, dude. Let's wrap this up here because this is gonna be a lot of editing because this is almost an hour and 10 minutes. God damn it, dude.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what do you think?
All right, so this is a good episode. Maybe every 2 weeks we post this, and then maybe we can up the interval. It depends on the situation because also too, you know, life happens, right? We gotta get things going. So, anyways.
Yeah, I just put everything into the schedule.
This was good. This was good. I think we have the process down, and I'll edit this stuff together and put it all together. And I think we'll be good to go. So, anyways, everybody. Like, subscribe. This is going to be on Eliseo's channel. And, yeah, tell us what you think in the comment section. Because I'll read it. I'm probably going to laugh at it. And, yeah.
We're probably make fun of it.
Yeah, we're probably going to make fun of it and talk about you. So make sure you leave your full name on there so that way we can call you out.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're not gonna take that serious. Anyways, yeah. If
your social security number.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you got this far, going to Tommy's Burger.
Don't make me tell Theo Trump to deport you.